when he made this video small.
All right, here we go. Our next guest is a good friend of ours and the subject of a new documentary entitled Mr. Warmth, the Don Rickles Project. It can be currently seen on HBO and beginning February 19th on DVD right here. Here is Mr. Warmth himself, Don Rickles, everybody.
Okay, 2008. I'm not familiar with that music they're playing in the background. I just hope they don't block it. And so if I have to chop that out, dang. Don't that suck, y'all? Gotta worry about all that? Put his thumb on his lip.
Jeez.
What'd he say? They bleeped it out.
I can't believe it. What a build-up. You're great, you're great. Now I'll talk to the dummy. How are you, Dave?
I'm good. Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, Dave. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
Happy New Year. Like you got up on New Year's Eve and said, I wonder how Rickles is. Sure.
Well, I'm always thinking about you a little bit.
Sure you are.
Yeah.
And I'm Adolf Hitler.
Now, wait a minute.
Hey, you
now,
Jewish.
Why'd I say Adolf Hitler?
Yeah, now, Don,
You don't have to laugh. Just look at me and, you know what I mean.
I heard that you...
Why is he sitting here? Does he have to clean up or something?
No, he wanted to be out here because...
You're Academy Award, everything else, and he's sitting there with a little Jew. Oh, you're not going to go anyplace with me. And by the way, I was never in one of your movies.
Now, speaking
I could have played, you know, the guy picking the cotton. We'd fake it.
Now, listen, speaking of not being in somebody's movie...
Why are you pointing? I'm here.
I see.
Guy thinks he's the district attorney. For crying out loud.
Now, there's this wonderful documentary about your life on HBO.
Correct.
All of your friends. I'm not in it.
Because you hide out.
No.
No, you're in the Midwest sitting there with your child and your girl and nobody knows what the hell you're doing. That's it.
I'm not.
And you sit there with a cowboy hat going, I'm not going to be on with that Jew.
No.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anyway, I wish...
What's interesting about Denzel the doctor, that was great.
Look at Denzel.
Big star, 20 minutes with Denzel the doctor.
Yeah, well, no, it was. I found it fascinating.
Yeah, well, sure. That's why you got this show.
Yeah. But anyway, I enjoyed the documentary, and it must have been a great experience for you.
It was exciting.
John Landis,
but
the director.
It was a shame you weren't in it, Dave.
I know.
And that's not right, Dave. We've been friends a long time.
Exactly.
And you're not that big that you can't be in it.
I know. Well, I tried to be in it.
Don't beg now. Don't beg.
The guy comes into town and he says, okay, I'll be here 2 days. And I said, well, I'm not even in town. And he said, okay, goodbye.
Yeah, well,
how do you think that made me feel?
I hope bad. Denzel, you weren't in it.
I wanted to be.
Don't need to holler at me, Denzel.
We all wanted to be in it, Don.
Denzel was busy doing movies. He does everything. Direct, roll them, print it. Direct, roll them, print it.
Now, you've had
his son's playing football, go 27 blue, 27 blue.
But you've had quite a film career yourself.
Oh, I'm bigger than him.
Yeah. You worked with Clark Gable.
Remember Clark Gable?
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. Burt Lancaster?
Yeah.
First movie I ever did. Came on in those days, it was United, and it was a submarine picture. They didn't go on location. I talked to him because I could go someplace with him.
Fair enough.
If he's sweet enough to sit here when I'm on, I got to talk to this
I see.
man.
All right.
Because you, it's once a year and goodbye.
I know. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah,
what do
this
I care?
man, you know,
Sure.
one phone call and there we are.
Yeah.
Denzel and Don Rickles.
I don't see that happening.
Like Frank, that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's Rickles and Denzel.
Yeah.
That's right. Because that happened at Radio City Music Hall. It was Don Rickles and Frank Sinatra. You know, we worked together. You remember Frank Sinatra?
Yes, sir.
He was great. Rest his soul. I say a lot of funny things about him because he's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway. If he were alive, I wouldn't be saying that. I'd be sitting here going, walk on, walk on.
Okay, now that's enough. Now, so anyway...
See, when that guy sings, the kids get worse.
Oh, now listen. Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
I know. Pull yourself there. Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's. I can tell.
Gable.
The glasses are fogging up. I can tell it. Alzheimer's.
You're working with Clark
Why do you
Gable.
keep doing this all the time? You got a little box in your hand? What the hell's there? I'm like a magic guy. For crying out loud. This is a good expression. Do that in a movie.
Yeah. We'll be right back with Don Rickles, everybody. Don Rickles, ladies and gentlemen. I remember a story, speaking of Frank Sinatra, you're all in the French Riviera, the French, what do they call it, French Riviera?
Yeah, right. That's what I call it.
And you're at Monaco, someplace like that?
Monaco, that's what it was.
And you're having a big dinner, you,
Right.
Frank, Frank's buddy Jilly,
Yeah.
a lot of folks.
Well, what really happened is Frank Sinatra, God rest his soul, was a great man to me. He was a great booster of mine. And I traveled with him to Europe. We wound up in, as you said, the Riviera on one of the trips, my wife and his wife and so forth. And he'd send all the wives, he said, the wives, go to bed. You got to go to bed. And you got to sit with him and drink the vodka, you know, which I didn't mind. But on the third barrel.
Third barrel. Damn.
I used to sit there and think I was on the Titanic. I like my vodka, but it started dripping down the pants.
Yeah.
You know?
Not good.
So anyway, we're sitting there in this bar. And it's about 5, 6 in the morning. Frank's going, to the king, to anybody, you know, boom, you know, boom. The summer wind, boom. And there's a little black gentleman, you know, a little black gentleman, he's playing the piano, you know, going, Mr. Sinatra, can I go home? Can I go home? You know? The bartender's going, Mr. Rickles, you talk to him, let me go home, you know. I do accents in case, you know. And so we're sitting there, David, and we're having a drink. And Jilly and I, so we're sitting, and lightning comes, and it's a big bay window by the bar. Ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom. And Frank's drinking, he said, I want you and Jilly to go out and tell them damn photographers to stop taking my picture.
He was drunk, boy.
And Jilly went out, Jilly and I went out in tuxedos like morons in the rain. Thank God the storm stopped. We came back and said, it's over, Frank. It stopped. It stopped. He said, good, because otherwise we'd be walking around in a wheelchair, you know. But he was great. He did a lot of crazy things.
Now, am I right? His wife and your wife have the same name? Frank's wife and your wife?
What are you, a detective?
Yeah, I'm a detective. That's right.
I mean, you come up with these remarks. They have the same name, don't they? This is a 1-hour show, and this, the dumbbell comes up, but they got the same name. Let's go back to Dr. Denzel.
It occurred to me that
What a night this has been. Finding out who we know and what our names
That's
are.
right, sure. Now, Denzel was...
Damn.
There's medication for that, Dave. Man makes $40 billion a year, and he sits there with 2 major people going...
Denzel was talking about his... did a movie about a guy who was an organized criminal.
Yes, I sure. The gangster is magnificent.
Yeah. Now, did you... a long time ago in Las Vegas...
They're all dead. Stop being nervous. They're dead.
Did you have any relationships or acquaintances?
Yes, I did.
Experiences?
I worked there. I headlined the Copacabana many years ago, and everybody came in and sat ringside going, at what time does he go on? And they all had the little sling guns. They're going, oh, the kid better. They had your problem. The kid better be funny. Anyway, so there was one guy, I won't mention his name. He was an important, very well-known gangster. And my mother, God bless her, If she was alive, she would have been great with your mom because my
well-known gangster.
my mother was sort of a Jew pattern. And, you know, my mother was the type of person, good evening, how are you? And I go, gee, Ma, take it easy. Stop being self-conscious. What's the matter with you? How are you? How are you? Always like she had a megaphone.
Yeah.
So now she was very strong, very educated. And we were sitting at the bar, and a note comes over and says, so-and-so wants to see you. So my manager at the time, Joe Scandori, he was Elliot Weissman's my manager now. I throw it in so he don't have a nervous breakdown in Florida. He always talk like this, he talk like this. I want to put a feather on the can and make him a bird, for crying out loud.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. The video ended at like 10 minutes, but I found like a longer clip, so I'm going to start it from where we left off at. Apologize.
And make him a bird, for crying out loud. Don, go over, but just talk a few minutes to him, and that's it, that's it. Dave, I'm over here. Could you look over here?
Yeah.
I'm talking, he's looking at the monitor 75 feet away. Anyway, so Dave, so we're sitting there and walk over, and I sit down and say, hi, Guy, hi, Guido. Hi. They're all Guido, Tony, or Carmine. There's no Irving or Max. You know. Jews don't do that. We own the club, and we do what they tell us. Anyway, that joke could cost me. So we're sitting at the table, and I start to talk, and my mother walks over. She says, I'm sorry. Tony, we'll say it's Tony. Tony, darling, there's no conversation. The boys must put the guns on the table. I swear to God. And all of a sudden, cannons come out on the table. All the guns are on the table. She said, now talk to him. And I sat there like a moron while guns were sitting there.
Wow.
Are you focusing now?
I'm right there with you.
Now, I know we're running late, but I have a favor to ask you.
Who cares? In an hour, they'll shut it off.
Okay. Tell us the story about the time.
If I could. Now he thinks he's a ruler.
Yeah, about the time Frank Sinatra saved Shecky Green's life. Please tell us this story.
Well, all I know is that Shecky at the time, I don't know, you know, it's Shecky's story. They got after him because he was kidding around. He said something about some mob guys, and I don't know, they didn't like it. And it's really not my story. And they caught him in a backstage in a hotel, and they started beating him up. Poor boy, they were beating the crap out of him. And Jilly walked over, and Frank walked over, and Frank said, I think that's enough.
Saved the man's life.
Saved the man's life.
Listen, Don, always a pleasure. Congratulations on the documentary.
There's the brush off.
You have to go. Come on. Come on. Well, you can stay here. Don Rickles, Denzel Washington. Congratulations, gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
You guys told me brother Frank Sinatra had some mob ties or something like that. That's just crazy to hear that. Oh man, these stories be so good. Cause you know it's like so real, you know? But sorry for the little yeah, that was a video that was sent to me. I don't know if they accidentally sent me the wrong one. But again, just seeing that brother, like Denzel, just sitting there, man, like kind of just fanning out. That was really cool. Really, really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're watching right now, that means the video stayed up. So, all right. Thank you guys. Peace out.